how long should I be on an elimination diet? Typically, we will see impact if you've effectively removed the right things at the same time. So think if we're removing cow's milk protein and that's your baby's trigger, and there aren't any other triggers, we would see impact within typically about a 5-day window. And the reason why is because of how we understand our transferability and then baby's reactivity. So let's dig in a little bit more on that. So why 5 days is because when we consume a food, it's gonna peak in concentration a few hours after we ingest it and then steadily plummet from there. Usually gone within 24 hours and often even sooner. And so we give a day for you to peak and to clear, and then baby's gonna have their reaction. There's 2 different categories of timing for reactions. One is called an acute reaction, which is where it happens fast and it heals fast. So that acute reaction is gonna be like hive response or vomiting response or spit up, for example. So that's something that happens pretty quickly, either immediately or a few hours after, and it is better pretty quickly, right? They vomit and then they're feeling great and you have laundry to do. The other type of reaction though is called a chronic reaction. Those are the reactions like eczema, that can be the GI distress, the bloody stool, the diarrhea, constipation. Those things take longer to happen and they take longer to heal. So what I mean by take longer to happen, most often the timing for a chronic reaction is 6 to 8 hours is really like the sweet spot for where most babies will have their reaction, but it can take up to 48 hours for them to have their initial big response, their peak response. So we have a day for you to peak and clear, up to 48 hours for baby to have their response, and then a couple of days for impact, meaning that it can take a few days for you to see that there's a difference, especially if baby's not stooling every single day, or if it's a skin response, because skin cells take several days to replenish themselves. But within a 5-day window, more often than not, again, if we've effectively eliminated the right things at the same time, you should see some kind of impact. You may or may not see a brand new baby. For some of us we do, and hallelujah to that. But for some, we just see significant improvement. Like, oh yeah, there's way less mucus or way less blood or much fewer frequency of stools. Or the skin is starting to look clearer, things like that. And you can know you're headed the right direction.